introduce Rachael to you. Rachael, thank you so much for coming on here and sharing this amazing story with us.
Oh my goodness, I am so blessed to be here. Charlotte, you are an incredible leader. It's my honor to just even be able to speak to some of your team and of course to a lot of professionals that are looking at this opportunity, because I know where you were and a couple of your friends and business partners just a little less than a year and a half ago, 16 months ago. And I know where I was just a few months prior to that investigating this. And so guys, I'm going to try to make today fun. I'm going to try to make science sexy as you start your weekend over there down under, and share with you guys some really great stories and also talk about some trends. Because if we're thinking about how to potentially change your life, whether it be health-wise, fitness-wise, a physical transformation, if you guys are on the chat and you have a health goal, drop a 1 in the chat, let me know. If you guys have a financial goal, drop a 2. You know, I'm both. I was there 2 years ago, desperately trying to reclaim my health, but also looking for some sort of business that I could build for my family that would stand the test of time, that would, regardless of the economy, that would really create a protective wall against my family's finances. And I cannot wait to share with you what happened next. So 2 years ago, I was really a burnt out, stressed out, and really frustrated network marketer. I'd been in that industry for about 6 years. I had seen 9 years. I'd seen great success. And previously, I had built great networks around the world, but the companies really lacked a lot of key things to really build something incredible: retention, science, culture, and timing. And the timing for Australia, guys, couldn't be any better. And that's why I'm here today to talk to you about that. I saw the ABC Primetime Report, which most of you guys watched this week. Charlotte and a few others shared with you guys that video. And when I saw that, I remember looking at it being like, this video is 10 years old, but I was intrigued. And I turned to my husband and I said, you know what? Even if we never join, I'm going to take this product for the rest of my life. And that's when I had a light bulb moment. I said, you know what? If I'm going to take this product for the rest of my life, chances are there's a lot of other people that would do the same. The deeper that we dug, the more that we looked into the company, the more that we were impressed. We got started October 2015 because of a decision, because of a leap of faith, partnering with some incredible women and entrepreneurs. And in the last 2 years, guys, 26,000 plus lives have been changed from these products, from this opportunity. And we are really coming to Australia. The timing, guys, I'm going to hit on that here in a few minutes, couldn't be any better. Personally, for me, it's really helped me overcome adrenal fatigue. These products have gotten in my body. I've used them topically with our skincare, and I feel better. I'm less stressed out. Financially, well, you probably heard my story. I'm not going to make any income claims, but I'm making 20 times what I used to make as a full-time retail manager, 20 times in a year what I used to make salary, working my butt off, commuting 2.5 hours a day. So it's gotten us debt-free. We've traveled the world, 21 different countries over the last couple of years. We built an orphanage, and this business has given us freedom and flexibility that I could only really wish for everybody on this line to achieve. I want to share with you guys and tell you guys a little bit about where the company came from and then where it's going, because if we really want to look to the future of what is the possibility of you partnering with it and how could it impact your life, because that's really why we're here. That ABC clip aired, I want to take you back to 2005 because that was really the big break. That was a big break for Life Vantage and per Tandem. And as you could probably imagine, millions of Americans watched it live on primetime television and they got excited. The stock went from $1 to $20 practically overnight. But the company itself was really ran by a bunch of lab guys and scientists and legal guys. And these minds, they weren't like call centers. They weren't sales and marketing gurus. There wasn't like a bunch of people with headsets ready to take credit cards, okay? So even though it got a lot of, excitement and buzz in the scientific community and a lot of people wanted the product, it wasn't like an overnight success. Over the next 4.5 years, Per Tandem really tried to find its distribution model. The company used internet marketing, but that didn't work. They actually were able to get on some of the best shelves in America. We have vitamin stores called GNC and Whole Foods. We have other great pharmacies like CVS, Rite Aid. They got on the best shelves, but on average, our little yellow pill sold about a half a bottle per store per month for 4.5 years. I mean, abysmal. The company almost went out of business. finally, I think the boards either got inspired or the board got so frustrated, because in 2009, they decided to hire some consultants. That's when they took one look at Per Tandem, one look at the ABC clip, the same one you watched, and they had that light bulb moment as well. They said, you know what? This is an incredible product that you have here, but the ABC clip told the story. You know, sitting on a shelf, it's not telling the story. The GMC, the retail employee, has no idea why this is any different than the turmeric that it's sitting next to. You need an army of ambassadors, of people that love this product telling this story. So in 2009, we went from retail to a distribution called network marketing, people-to-people distribution, word-of-mouth marketing, and that's when things really took off. We went from 9 million a year in sales to over 200 million in a few short years, and we've been growing steadily ever since. Now, when you watch that ABC clip, I know they use a ton of terms, and I'm like, whoa, oxidative stress and DNA and free radical damage, like what is this all about? You guys might have heard of oxidative stress. I love this visual because it's like the apple that's being exposed to the oxygen and it begins to deteriorate over time. I also like saying it's kind of like the rusting of an engine, or if you leave like a bike outside in Melbourne over the cold winters, it's gonna rust over time, right? The same thing happens to your cells. Now, when you're a newborn, when you're a teenager, you have enough of all the enzymes and God-given antioxidants to prevent this from becoming a massive issue. But by the time you guys are in your 20s and 30s and 40s and 50s, oxidative stress begins to compound. Now, there's one frustrating part about oxidative stress is that, you know, 100 years ago, 200 years ago, you know, it wasn't really as much of a concern because we lived in a different environment. Today, the result of oxidation, with all the inflammation that's happening in our cells, we're seeing things in Australia, heart disease just skyrocket, certain types of cancer, autoimmune, I mean, just aging and degenerative disease in general, just skyrocketing because, well, it's the way that we eat. It's the things that we consume, the air that we breathe, the stuff that we apply. All of this causes oxidative stress. And even if we eat perfect, like raw organic, Charlotte has the most beautiful backyard. You know, you could have all the gardens in the world and eat vegan. You still can't protect yourself from some of these harmful, even like the EMS from your cell phone or from a microwave. So we have got to have an approach to lower oxidative stress. Now, I don't want to belabor like a point that you guys might not understand, but know that oxidative stress is aging. Oxidative stress is aging. Aging is disease, right? And if you guys go look up oxidative stress, you'll see it being linked to over 100 or over 200, different diseases. Things like cancer, things like heart disease, things like autoimmune, even things like eczema, psoriasis, wrinkles. Like if that's not a reason enough to like lower your oxidative stress, I'm in, let's do it. Now, I really want to talk about prevention because we are really biohacking the aging code with Life Vantage. And when we think about the normal lifespan of an Australian, we think about a high quality of life in your 20s and 30s, and then over time, right, things start to creak, things start to sag, you know, things start to hurt that didn't hurt before. I'm even noticing in my 30s, I'm like, well, can't stay up as late as I used to, that's for sure. And what happens is there's usually some sort of symptom, some sort of change, and whether it's in your 40s or 50s or 60s, that gets you to go run to the doctor, right? So maybe it's high blood sugar. So you start to get a prescription for things like insulin to manage, you know, pre-diabetes or diabetes type 2. And so what happens is we actually are able to extend life with drugs, and they're a good thing. You know, if you have an infection, please don't come to Charlotte. Please don't come to one of these Life Vantage distributors, like go get some antibiotics. They're good because they extend life, but to what cost? You know, metformin, which is one of the most powerful drugs for diabetes, and it's used for different diseases. It does extend life. We've seen that with diabetics, but to what cost? What symptoms? What would happen if now we're starting a different conversation about biohacking the aging code earlier, starting in your 30s, 40s, even 50s, like starting now? You know, the best time to plant a tree is 20 years ago. The second best time is today. And so when we think about starting now, increasing the life quality, having better sleep, having better recovery, having your cells turn over, repairing the DNA, lowering inflammation, like you feel better, right? But what if that same thing Biohacking the aging code, putting the right product in your body could also extend your life. Now, this is all a balance of actually reducing the free radicals that we are ingesting, creating every single day because of all the toxins, all the pollution, all the stress around us, but naturally increasing antioxidants. Now, unfortunately, until recently, there's been no good way to increase your antioxidants. I mean, you eat blueberries. But guys, here's the thing. No matter how much spinach you eat, you make tens of trillions of free radicals every single hour in your body. Now, I want to talk about our hero product. This is why Charlotte and so many of these amazing leaders on the line have said yes to Life Vantage. This is why I said yes, was this product. It is a biomedical breakthrough, a breakthrough in the scientific community, and it's so much more than a supplement. It is a NRF2 activator. So you might not have heard of NRF2, but it's a protein messenger in every single cell. By taking Protandim, they have found after 50 different combinations and years of testing that 5 plant ingredients turn on this protein messenger and really kick up that antioxidant production. And it's exponentially more effective than anything you could possibly consume. You can't eat enough blueberries to match this, guys. So when we think about Protandim, what it does is it unleashes your own antioxidants. And what it does is it lowers your oxidative stress by 40% in 30 days. So when we think about this in general, the turmeric, milk thistle, green tea, ashwagandha, bacopa, these are all good ingredients alone, right? We should drink green tea all day long. The Japanese do. This is why there's some of the longest living cultures in our entire world, like the blue zones, right? But green tea in itself is not a strong NRF2 activator. Like you look at the chart on the right-hand side, it does a little bit, but not that much. When you combine them in the right ratio, 1 little tablet a month, $57, that includes GST wholesale pricing, you are going to turn on that anti-aging pathway. Now, again, there's always people on every call that they'll say to me, RJ, but I eat my oranges and I drink my green smoothies and I drink red wine every night, right? Okay, noble, good job, gold star, right? But we cannot consume enough vitamin C or antioxidant tablets to even match a 1/1,000,000th of what Protandim does. So imagine this, every time you take our little yellow pill, it is going to unleash a flood of superheroes in your bloodstream. These superheroes are gonna go fight cellular crime at the rate of 1,000,000 to 1. Taking a vitamin C tablet, taking a goji juice or acai juice, it's noble, but it's literally like putting a Dixie cup of water on a house fire. It's not going to do any real effects in lowering and stifling that oxidative stress. Now, one of the 3 major antioxidants that NRF2 activation boosts, you have SOD catalase, but the big one is glutathione. This is considered the mother of all antioxidants. And the problem is we've created a ton when we're young, and over time we create less and less of it, right? This is just a trend of what we're looking at with aging. So when you can't eat it, you can't supplement it, there's very few foods in itself that boost it, besides Protandim. So by boosting glutathione, guys, this is what you're gonna see. Better energy, anti-aging processes, better sports recovery, detoxification. It's really your anti-wrinkle enzyme. So it's like, again, I'm 72 years old. How do I look? No, I'm just kidding, all right? So this is really glutathione has gotta be important to you. And when I saw that Protandim increases your glutathione by a 300%, write that number down, 300% in 120 days, I'm gonna take this product for the rest of my life because I know what it does. Now, what's so fantastic is you don't have to believe me. You don't even have to believe Charlotte or any of these great leaders. Go to PubMed. Go type in oxidative stress. Go and see the 180,000 peer-reviewed studies that are linking oxidative stress to aging, and then type in Protandim. You're gonna see our 23 studies. Places like Harvard, Texas Tech, LSU, countries like Mexico, countries like the Netherlands that are studying our little yellow pill. Like, it's crazy. I want you guys, I implore you, go read our Ohio State heart study. Go read our LSU skin cancer study. Go read our National Institute of Aging longevity study that showed that Protandim is the only natural supplement, get this, proven to extend life. And because of this, we have created 13 patents on our formulas, and we have gotten so much credibility. We've gotten the BSCG and NSF certifications. Basically, we're safe for athletes, and everything that we say is in the product is in it, and nothing more, nothing less. So you know that you're getting the highest potency, the highest purity, and we spend a lot of money making sure that all of our sourcing is quality. Now, guys, again, these studies are all over the globe, and I just want you to think, just pause. All the supplements you've ever bought, how many of them have had universities and, the American Heart Association or, places like, all over Virginia Commonwealth, how many of them have studies on that product? Probably very few. That is why Protandim stands alone. Now, a lot of people ask me, it's like, okay, Protandim, it's great for your inside, but do you have anything for your outside? That is True Science. True Science is the world's first Nerve 2 activated skincare. So what Protandim does for your blood, your bones, and your organs, True Science does for your skin, which is your largest organ in the body. There's no sulfates, no parabens, no formaldehyde, no gluten or GMO, no petroleum or mineral oils. Like, you can feel safe putting this on your skin every single day. It smells incredible. It's like a citrus grapefruit, and it's going to give you the same anti-wrinkle, pro firmness, help that suppleness in the skin that you would get from products that are like 3 or 4 times the cost in a department store. $227, that's about a 90-day supply on average. I love these photos, guys. These are some striking ones. We'll see a firmness of skin improving. Even some of them are within a few minutes of using our products. We have different serums that you can use to get an instant lift. And even things like hives or eczema or psoriasis, you'll see on the right, these inflammatory conditions are caused by oxidative stress. But even if you don't have like hives or psoriasis or crazy dryness, even if you just want to look good longer, this is the best product to put on your skin to repair the DNA. Now, our products, guys, are based in science. And because of that, we've created an incredible business model that is sticky, retentive, and can create crazy residual income. I want to share with you guys just for the last few moments why Charlotte, myself, many of the other leaders here on the line said yes to the business, yes to creating a little bit of a side hustle, if you will. 2 trends. The first trend I want to talk about is social sharing. We are in a brand new social economy. When we think about how we interact with brands today, Facebook and Snapchat and Instagram, social media has changed the game. How many of you guys know that 50% of the time we spent on our phones is spent on about 9 apps, and they're all social media? 50% of the time on our phone is spent between 9 social media apps. So we have been trained now, whether it's my grandmother, my grandpa in their 80s, or my brother who's 21 years old, to interact online. Things like Amazon is changing the way that people buy online, different online shopping portals. So this whole trend of buying online, putting things on subscription, sharing brands that we care about, like, comment, share, right? It's really creating a business model that is very natural. It's very natural for people to do. Now, I love what Life Vantage is doing, especially with Team Heart, is that we are taking an older model of business and creating a social way to share it. And this is a laptop lifestyle. I was 30 days ago, I was actually in Vancouver, British Columbia for a little romantic getaway with my husband. And we were there for 4 days. And it was so crazy because I brought my laptop, I brought my phone, and we're driving up to Whistler. Beautiful, you gotta go. And I'm literally sharing on Facebook some testimonials of our products, and I'm making money. My team is doing Facebook Lives, and they're making money. We have Facebook groups, and they're literally sharing the product, and our business is growing by tens of thousands of dollars per day. Now, what's awesome about this is that I can go to Vancouver, you can go to Melbourne, you can go to Brisbane, you can go to Perth, you can go to Sydney, you can go to Bali for all the, it doesn't matter, and you can still make money because it doesn't require you to have anything more than an internet connection. There's no stock, there's no inventory, there's no brick and mortar. All we're doing is building a network. We're driving people to our online shopping cart, our online portal, and every time that they buy, they join our network. Now, network marketing is a really interesting conversation. It's older than dirt, and so it's been around for a really long time. But, regardless of how you feel about it, good, bad, or indifferent, this is an industry to look at. This is a trend, the second trend I want to talk about, to really like pay attention to. Over the last 5 years, as a whole, globally, the industry has grown by over $40 billion a year. About 150,000 people a week are joining the industry. And I'll tell you guys, just on our team, we have naturopaths flooding into our business, chiropractors, nurses, teachers, stay-at-home parents, college students, entrepreneurs, realtors, people that are looking for a side hustle. They're looking for that side gig that they can fit in the nooks and crannies of their life, that they can build a residual business with, something that people reorder over and over and over. One thing that's really big here, Charlotte, in the US is Uber. And a lot of my friends just started doing Uber. They do it on the side, nights and weekends, for some extra cash. That's their side hustle. The thing that I say about the problem I have with Uber, if that's what somebody wants to do, they want to be a cab driver, that's great. But when you turn off your app, what happens? The money stops coming in. You stop taking fares. So Life Vantage is really taking all of the incredible breakthroughs of science, we're bringing it in Team Heart to an incredible social sharing model. And now we have the best opportunity in Australia to create true residual income that can pay your family for years and possibly decades to come. Now, I understand that you're just seeing this for the first time. We are biohacking the aging code. You guys are in Australia are so brand new. I'm going to share the timing here in a second. I mean, Charlotte and these amazing men and women have come in over the last year and a half, and they have put Australia on the map for Life Vantage. They are running the show, like really the pace setters, if you will, of Life Vantage. And it's really unique, guys, because we have new products launching in the US that are expected to come to Australia over the next several years. And it's going to be a massive product line in helping people lose weight, feel better, detoxify, sleep great, help with aches and pains and aging, help with their skincare. It's only going to get better. Now, Nerve 2 technology is just one part of our major product line, but it's a huge, huge part. And I want to belabor this point. If you're just thinking this might be just another anti-aging fad, let me just make things clear. Washington State University declared just a few months ago that Nerve 2 may be the most extraordinary therapeutic and most extraordinary preventative breakthrough in the history of medicine. You know what else was a breakthrough 100 years ago? Was penicillin. So we have a breakthrough on our hands. How many Aussies do you know that need this product? Oh, by the way, we're in 9 countries, so you can build a global business. So why now? As I stated, we are here. There's 3 stages when it comes to any business, especially in network marketing. You have a foundational stage where you're getting the initial pioneers of distributors. You're building the initial base of customers and users and creating your stories and building the product line and getting all the kinks out. And then you have momentum. After that is stabilization, where a company creates legacy income for thousands of families countrywide. Now, what's exciting is that I believe over the next several years, we will see double and even triple digit growth in Australia, just like we've seen over the last 12 months with this incredible team. And experts all agree that a majority of the wealth that's created in network marketing happens after critical mass. So timing getting in now couldn't be any better. When evaluating a company, guys, in closing, I look at the leadership. I've been a part of a company where the founders unfortunately ran it into the ground. They made bad decisions. And when I looked at a new company, when we were looking at Life Vantage 2 years ago, I'll tell you, it's because of Darren. It's because of people like Justin that we said yes. These guys are faith and family-driven men that have over 28 years of experience. Darren himself has built 6 companies and brands to over $1 billion a year in sales. We're at about 215 million right now. I call him the golden goose because everything he touches turns to gold. He's built up an A-team, Ryan Goodwin, Dave, Cortland, and of course, Dr. Fifi, that are here to really create the best products, help support Australia, and help create a financial transformation for your house, or so for your household. At this point, guys, you really need to make a decision. Do you want to be in front of the curve of federally funded research, of biohacking the aging code, building up an incredible network that can pay you even when you sleep? Then you want to be a distributor. It's a business owner, right? You're joining and starting a lucrative business. But if you just want to be a customer, be a customer. What's great is that there's no fees to join. If you want to have a monthly subscription and save, you can do that. We have, a great savings if you want to put it on a monthly subscription. And you can also get rewards by referring your friends. Now, if you want to start as a distributor, own your own business, when you get started, you just choose a pack. We have a silver, gold, and platinum pack, each with a variety of products, samples, and marketing materials. And most importantly, you're going to get your online shopping portal. So you can begin driving people to your website, building your network, building your residual income, and cashing in. So launch your business with whatever pack you desire. Ask Charlotte, ask any of these incredible distributors. They'll tell you what they came in on and what they recommend. Now, I'm not going to go in deep on the different ways that we get paid. All I'm going to share with you guys is that last year, the company had paid over $100 million in revenue out to a few thousand distributors. And you get paid not only by sharing the product, but also building the business. And you have the ability to build royalty residual income, like an annuity that pays you and your family for a very long time. In closing, it's the support that makes Team Heart and these incredible leaders so top-notch. What we have built and what these leaders have built is a very simple step-by-step system. Now, none of this is easy. You'll never hear me say this is easy. I'm like, this is hard. Like, I hear parenting is hard. I'm not a parent yet. Everybody's a parent on the line. Raise your hand. Is it hard? Right? But it's worth it most days, right? So guys, don't ask for it to be easy. Ask for it to be worth it. We will share with you guys how to launch your business, how to learn the system, and how to lead a team if that's something that you desire. We'll give you all the skill sets and mindset, positive training, social media marketing, everything that you need to build an incredible network, how to drive people to your website, how to create great culture, and more importantly, the people that you will surround yourself with are some of the most incredible heart-driven entrepreneurs I've ever had the privilege of knowing. If you're wondering, can I do this? Don't worry. Most of us felt that way. We're like, oh my God, do I have the time? Can I fit it in? Will I get it? Guys, it's scary. But I'll tell you guys is really think about the next few years. Will you think in 5 years from now, will you look back and say, what if? What if I had said yes? What if I had taken a chance? I am so grateful that 11 years ago, my husband, was fiance at the time, dragged me down to a meeting. And he told me about an incredible opportunity. And he said, I believed in you. And here's the thing, Charlotte and these incredible leaders, they believe in you. They wouldn't have invited you to this presentation if they didn't believe that you could do it. Now, we all need training and support, and that's what we do. But I would not hold any ounce of regret. We have the systems to help you do so. The last 6 years, we've done over 300 million in sales. At this point, guys, you're one of three types of people. You've seen the information. Team Heart Australia just absolutely exploding. Team Heart United, just incredible. Now they're a global team, so not just Australia. And you're one of three types of people. You need to make a decision. Where do you fit in? The first type of person, you love what you see. You like what you hear, but you want to get some questions answered. The second type of person is that you want to get on this product quickly. Like right now, get preventative in your body, get your science, start protecting yourself from oxidative stress, and biohacking the aging code in your own body and in your own family. The third type of person on this call, you like what you see, you love the products, you want to get them in your body, but at the same time, you want to build a business. You would love a side hustle, whether it be a little extra income on the side, whether it be something that gives you a little bit more time with your family, or maybe gives you a little bit more flexibility, maybe change your postcode or have a few more vacations in the year. We have a lot of fun incentives right through our compensation plan. You can win trips like the Bahamas and Cancun, and I think Charlotte's been to all of them, and several of these leaders have been flown to Hawaii, all paid for by Life Vantage. So if you want to get paid to travel, if you want to get paid to build an incredible business with heart, with fun, with science, and with a lot of great people, guys, you want to join the team. I want to thank you guys so much for hopping on. I want to thank you for your time tonight. I think we ended just on time. Make a decision. You're a 1, 2, or 3. And if you guys decide to join, welcome to Team Heart. Welcome to Life Vantage. And we can't wait to work with you. This call is officially a wrap. Bye, guys.